Alright viewers, I have a special video for you all today. If you're in the market for the cheapest new car, then this video is for you all. Today I'm going to be comparing the Alto K10 and the Renault Kwid. Now both these cars are the smallest and most affordable cars that are available in the Indian market today, and both of them are powered by a 1-liter 3-cylinder engine. Now Maruti and Renault are the only brands offering such a product at such a price, and I'm going to be comparing them on a whole host of parameters and give you all both the on-road price for select variants and more importantly a CarStats on-road score. Now if you all have seen my older videos, you all know by now that the car with the better on-road score isn't something that I'd always put my money on. So stick around to the end of this video, because in typical CarStats fashion, I'll be telling you all which one of these two cars I'd put my money on. Let's start things with a bit of history. The Alto was launched in 2002 with a 1.1-liter engine. It was basically launched by Maruti as a long-term thought for a Maruti 800 replacement. The car saw a few iterations, including the inclusion of an 800cc engine, which even Renault and Hyundai did through the Kwid and the Eon. Now the Renault Kwid was launched in 2015 and they also had an 800cc engine, which was discontinued in 2023. When Renault launched this car, they wanted to offer a stylish alternative to the Alto and wanted to do it while also offering more upmarket features like alloy wheels and better interiors. Now Renault has seen a fair bit of success with this product. And even though Tata and Hyundai have discontinued such products, Renault seems to be quite happy with their offering and are jogging along. Only time will tell how much longer this category will continue to exist, but I hope it does for a long time to come. The problem with these products is that they are very expensive to make lately because of emission and safety norms. And instead of actually competing with themselves, they start competing with used cars, which often offer a lot more to the buyers. Let's start off this technical comparison by comparing the exterior design of both these cars, and it is quite evident that the Renault Kwid makes more of an effort in dressing up. Everything from the alloy wheels to the split headlamps make this product more desirable than the Alto. It may not be to everyone's taste, but it is definitely better clothed. Even the front grille has been given attention to by the design department, and hats off to Renault for trying hard and succeeding to make this more desirable than the Alto. The Alto, on the other hand, is quite the opposite. It simply looks like a tool that doesn't care about its form. Perhaps Maruti knows that looks, style and design is not something buyers would consider in such a market. It's not an ugly car, but I think that's because it is an iconic car. It's an Alto at the end of the day, and when someone decides to buy one brand new, I don't think they give 2 cents about what it looks like. However, I think the best looking Alto was the 2011 or 2012 Alto K10. So this point goes to Renault for making such a good looking car for such a low price. Moving into the interiors, once again Renault has made more of an effort. It looks modern and better finished of the two. The seats look better with the two-tone color scheme. The steering wheel is large and classy, and the instrument cluster is well put together. Even the dashboard makes it look more of a car than the Alto. The instrument cluster is also all digital, but when it comes to interior room, especially in the back seat, it is slightly more cramped than the Alto. The Alto, on the other hand, seems to be more roomier, especially at the back. And I don't know how they did it. While the Alto also gets a nice entertainment system and a digital instrument cluster, the dashboard setup doesn't look special. It looks very utilitarian, and perhaps Maruti knows that it wouldn't matter for the buyer. Again, there's nothing wrong with the way the Alto's interiors looks, but it isn't great. Or in other words, it's not going to give you an ego massage. I'll actually give 1 point to each when it comes to interiors, because the Alto provides a roomier and slightly roomier rear seat, whereas the Kwid offers a higher quality and better looking interiors. Talking about safety, I mean, both of these cars aren't going to be the safest cars on the road, and both of them get 2 stars when it comes to NCAP rating. Both these cars get ABS, EBD and ESP standard, and both these cars also get 2 front airbags, and that's about it. Talking about boot space, the Renault gets 279 liters, whereas the Alto gets only 214 liters, and that makes sense because the rear seat room in the Alto is much better than the Renault Kwid. The Kwid also gets a 186 mm of ground clearance, which is much higher than 160 mm that the Alto gets. And so when it comes to practicality, the Renault Kwid gets this point because it has the larger boot and better ground clearance. When it comes to colors, the Alto comes in 7 colors, which are metallic sizzling red, metallic silky silver, metallic granite grey, premium earth gold, metallic speedy blue, solid white and bluish black. The bluish black color is however available only in the top trim VXI and VXI Plus trims. The Renault though is available in both monotone and dual tone options. The monotone options are Icy Cool White, Fiery Red, Outback Bronze, Moonlight Silver and Zanskar Blue. The dual tone options are Icy Cool White, Fiery Red, Metal Mustard, Moonlight Silver and Zanskar Blue, all of which come with a black sunroof. Talking about features, these features are a non-exhaustive list of features for both these cars. The Kwid gets a 20.32 cm touchscreen with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. It also gets reverse parking camera with guidelines, hill start assist, which is available only in the AMT version, a tire pressure monitoring system and a traction control system. The Alto's feature list includes a 17.78 cm screen, a reverse parking sensor, impact sensing door unlock, and in all honesty, that's about it. So this point once again goes to the Renault Kwid. Let's now move into the engine's drivetrain and pricing, the final part of this technical comparison. While doing this comparison, I'm only going to talk about the low-end variants and the top-end trims with a given engine and gearbox combination. If you want a petrol manual, the Alto Standard O variant will cost you 4.82 lakhs on road and the Kwid will cost you 5.69 lakhs. When it comes to engines and fuel efficiency though, they're both very similar cars, with the Kwid having slightly better power numbers and the Alto having a considerably higher fuel efficiency number. But if you're looking for a top-of-the-line manual Kwid with a dual-tone roof, that's going to be the Renault Climber, which will cost you 7.29 lakhs on road, and this will come with dual-tone color schemes and body cladding to make it look tough. The top-of-the-line Alto though, no dual-tone colors or body cladding and will cost you 6.47 lakhs for the VXI Plus variant. Moving into automatics, the Alto K10 VXI-O is 6.65 lakhs and tops off at 6.99 lakhs, whereas the Kwid starts at a slightly lower 6.63 lakhs and tops off at 7.82 lakhs. This is a really tough call to make actually about who's going to get the point when it comes to engines and drivetrains and pricing. Because the Alto on one hand is very value for money, especially in its low-end trims. And the Kwid can offer you a lot more bang for your buck, especially for just a few more bucks. To keep things fair, I'm going to give this point to the Renault Kwid, and that leaves us with the final on-road score, which makes the Kwid the winner of this technical comparison. However similarly priced these cars are actually very different from one another and what they have to offer to the buyer. The main benefit with the Alto is that it's a very simple machine, very few gizmos, and it is very easy to work on. Apart from this, it also gets the best dealership and service network, which makes it the better car to own, especially in the remote hills and rural areas. The Kwid on the other hand is made for the urban jungle. It's even got alloy wheels, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which the Alto simply doesn't have. It looks better, feels better and drives better. It's got more ground clearance and is simply the better car. And this is probably the first time I'm doing it. I'm going to put my money on the technically better car, and that is the Kwid. However, in reality, I would never, not in a million years, spend 5 to 7 lakh rupees for either one of these cars. If I was in the market for such a thing, I'd buy a used Alto K10. Or if I had a 5 to 7 lakhs budget, I'd look at something like a used i20 or even a used Honda City. The excessive regulations when it comes to safety and emission norms are completely destroying the value proposition that these two cars can otherwise offer. That's it for this video. Let me know in the comments which one you'd go for, or if you'd go for a used car and which that used car would be. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching CarStats. Please subscribe to the channel and I'll see you all in the next video.